This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for June 22, 2023. And in the news this evening, American tourist found dead in Mobay hotel room. The St. James police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of an American woman who was discovered dead inside her hotel room in Montego Bay on Wednesday morning. She has been identified as 24-year-old Quintaria Roker, who lived in West Palm Beach, Florida. It is reported that Roker arrived in Jamaica on Tuesday to meet up with a male friend she met online. They booked a room at the Montego Bay Club Resort after reportedly partying for hours on Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. It is reported that around 10 a.m., her male companion went to make checks in the room after he noticed that she did not get out of bed, and he found her unresponsive and raised an alarm. She was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. The police say no foul play is suspected, adding that the investigation is ongoing. Man charged for breaking into home of St. Thomas Senior sentencing. The police in St. Thomas have charged 67-year-old Roy James, otherwise called Xander, of Mamitri Airy Castle, with a burglary following an incident in Panton Town on Tuesday, May 30. The police report that about 10:30 p.m., a 70-year-old woman securely locked her house and retired to bed. She later heard rumbling sounds inside her home and saw James standing inside her room. He allegedly removed a towel she had wrapped around her and attempted to get into her bed. The woman managed to fight him off, and he fled the scene via a door he had breached to enter the house. She made an alarm and the police were summoned. James was later arrested after being pointed out to the police by the woman. He was subsequently charged and is awaiting a court date. SOEs declared for St. James and Westmoreland. States of public emergency are now in effect for the parishes of St. James and Westmoreland. The SOEs, which commenced at 12:01 a.m. on Thursday, will remain in effect for an initial period of 15 days. The declaration, which was handed down by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen, was recommended by Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson and the Jamaica Defense Force Chief of Defense Staff Rear Admiral Antoinette Wims Gorman. According to a release, the SOEs were once again declared in these parishes due to a spike in violence. Over the period January 1, 2023 to June 19, 2023, the St. James Police Division had the highest number of murders across all police divisions, with a total of 95 murders. Westmoreland recorded the second highest number of murders across the police divisions for the same period, with a total of 54 murders, the statement from the Office of the Prime Minister said. In announcing the SOEs this morning, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said the measure represents the government's commitment to safeguarding the lives of innocent citizens. We have some success in reducing murders, however, criminal acts have become more brutal and gruesome. We must dismantle the threat to law and order posed by the prevalence of organized gangs. The government will continue to use all available tools to protect the lives of our citizens, said Holness. Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, reiterated that the rule of law, public safety, and national security continue to be threatened by crime and violence. He said, as a government, we must respond to this threat and challenge the culture of criminality that exists in some communities within these areas. This is the latest crime prevention measure being announced in St. James, as only last month a 14-day SOE was declared in the parish, along with Clarendon and Hanover. The SOEs empower the security forces, including the JDF, to carry out targeted operations aimed at disrupting and dismantling criminal gangs and their networks while preventing serious crimes. The government went on to assure the public that the safety and the security of all Jamaicans remain the utmost priority. I have been getting death threats. The complainant in the case against the security company supervisor, who is accused of assaulting a former employee, revealed on Tuesday that he has been getting death threats. With tears streaming down his cheeks, the man told the presiding judge at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, Venice Blackstock Murray, that the person kept calling him since May. "I've been getting death threats," the man said. "From who?" the judge asked. "They said they are from the security company," he answered. Hearing this, the judge warned the accused, Audrey Hepburn, to not interfere with the complainant. She also instructed the Crown to take a statement from him regarding the threats he has received. The complainant also indicated that he had reported the calls to the police. On April 21, 2023, both parties were in an altercation which resulted in Hepburn allegedly pushing the complainant to the ground and kicking him. Following the incident, the complainant made a report to the police, and Hepburn was subsequently arrested and charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm. A trial date has been set for October 30 after an unsuccessful mediation with the Restorative Justice Unit. Restorative justice for cousins fighting over family land. The St. James Parish Court on Wednesday ordered restorative justice for two women who threw bottles at each other during a fight over family land. Ethelyn Morris and her cousin Ayata Forrester appeared before presiding judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley in a cross case with each other on charges of assault occasioning bodily harm. According to the allegations, on April 8, Morris and Forrester got into a quarrel with each other along the Salt Spring Main Road in St. James when Forrester threw several rum quarter bottles, one of which hit Morris on the knee. Morris retaliated by flinging D&G bottles, one of which hit Forrester on the hip. "Ladies, how long have you known each other?" Smith Ashley asked the women after hearing the allegations. "We grew up together, Your Honor. It was because of some land issues," Morris replied. "We are cousins and my grandfather controls 10 lots of land. On that date, one of my cousins was living on the plot of land, which a lady said is hers," Forrester explained, describing how the conflict began. The judge then ordered the two women to attend restorative justice sessions to settle their conflict peacefully. "This is an issue that runs deep, but it can be resolved if you are willing. You are family, so let us try to resolve it," Smith Ashley advised the women before rescheduling their case for August 23. Manchester policeman's widow charged with his murder. Casey Ann Blair, the woman who allegedly killed her husband, Constable Damian Blair in Manchester, is before the Home Circuit Court. She is charged with murder, unauthorized use of a firearm, and ammunition. She will be brought back to court on July 19. Constable Blair was killed at his home in Somerset, Pimento Hill on May 29. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.